So, there we are. Hello, everybody. I will be right there in a sec after I have set up all the last itty-bitty window dingies that only can be activated afterwards. The usual annoyance. Alright, so now I'm all there for you, friends. So we're back with Against the Storm, and we're playing today a seal map, the third one. And I hope the cobalt seal is actually the right one. It might be also the lead one, I'm not sure. Anyways, so we're going to go for that first today, you know. Tell that little eyeball to go someplace else, hopefully. And yeah, let's see how that'll play out. I had to stop the other day because I was noticing that I was playing on autopilot, and that is a surefire way to die. Hey, poet, welcome. So, let's see, how's my situation? We got the bats, by the way, and the frogs, so we got all the new stuff. I have a ton of homeless people, but we have a stable storm situation. Well, at least something good is going on here. We are on a okay impatience level, and I have a bit of a problem in fulfilling the orders. We can either go for the Heart of Amber or the Heart of the Forest. Mechanical Heart, nah. Still have to practice some of the rain punk tomfoolery, but not today. Today is a day for performance, not for practice. So what do we have here? Makeshift post in the crude workstation, kiln, a provisioner, and a tea house. I took the tea house because we had a really nasty event here that I only was able to tackle with the containers that these provided. But in all honesty, we don't need that guy right now. I have a bajillion of workers. Sheesh. So let's put some bats in the cave. So we can do a bat cave. If you are goth, you know what that means. Pretty cool music. Anyways, so, hey, XA19G, welcome. Did the trees always have that many teeth? No. They recently teethed, and they turned into that. Jokes aside, this is the seal map, and chopping down trees produces hostility, and that's why they look so angry, I guess. Okay, so we're going to go for the situation like that. I have so much coal, and we are going to put people into the blight post. I have nobody interacting with that decently well. That is a sad case. I can here fulfill at least one of these orders by providing some purging fire. It also opens up the venue to do some rain punk tomfoolery. Anyways, so I have so many workers down here. This is really not good. So we're going to go and build a new hearth back here at Blinky. I've dubbed him Blinky for tonight. And yeah, well, let's see how that'll play out.
This is very personal.
Thank you, Poet. Appreciate it so much. So I think we're going to go here, this place. I don't have enough wildfire essence. Are you kidding me? Dang. This is, okay, so much for these plans. Seems like we have to do some serious real estate business down here. Place is crowded, man. Anyways, so we got big shelters, but these won't do it for the frogs. I have so many frogs. Dang. Okay, so can I afford... I don't have the bat houses unlocked yet. Okay. So much for all of these plans. So there goes one plain shelter for the bats. And 2 frog houses, I'd say. We've got to get these people sheltered ASAP. Okay, so I still have way too many workers, but I think as long as I have that amount of work and building orders running, we should be okay. So what about this? Planks. I only have the, yeah. Should we go for the lumber mill or for the carpenter? I take my bets for the lumber mill. Yes, here we go. Oh, good stuff. We have farming. Competing with the ranch at the same time, which is really brutal, but... Ah. Okay, we have flower production. We have tea and incense. So... we want roots. Can we make roots? We have herb garden or small farm. So the herb garden here would be really dominant for the tea house, as well as for this one. Could even make flour out of roots. I think that's a good thing to do. I mean, do we have any other places? There's the kiln, which can only make jerky, eventually. Not yet. But I want some agriculture. So, I think I'm going to roll with the herb guard, because that is just a power tool to enable your farming. And we can't really use farming, trading, I want to say. And we can't really use that. So here goes. There's 2 people going there already, and now we have 8 people on the shift for building. That's a really high amount, but I think it's okay because we are building right now so many things at once. You want a bat up close. Okay. Let's see. There's the foxes. We should have someone building someplace. Here. There's one. And there's... yeah. They're pretty cool. I really like the VFX of them. They are sadly currently a little bit on the weak side balancing wise, but I know that the devs of this game, they are pretty likely to fix that. Alright, so we have the homelessness crisis not really under control yet, but we are a little bit closer to finishing off the problem. Just like in real life. Yada yada yada. Home, you need real estate, blah blah. Always real estate. So, we are completely out of rocks. This is really one hell of a disorganized start for me. I have so many people, and we are slowly running out of food. So we are going to put in the Bat Hearthkeeper now. These guys have a chance of conserving food while doing breaks. I had the Frog Hearthkeeper in. These guys are really awesome because they give you quicker newcomers, so your population rises faster and you have a faster start. This is a really, really powerful thing. But currently we... I don't know. I think we do need... here's something where we can dump workforce. We need jobs for... you know... We actually don't have enough jobs right now. So I'm currently breaching through the next glade where I'm trying to, so we can really get more jobs there. Okay, trade enabled. We are not going to sell away our first batch of copper ore, though. Going to use that to fulfill quests. Baptism of fire. They really want to do me to rain punk tomfoolery, don't they? But we're going to reroll that. Let's see. I already got a couple of really powerful cornerstones from the previous year, so... Resin. Crystallized dew. Aren't we yielding resin from... No. Someplace that I gather from has resin, so that is not really that good. That is calming the forest. Nah, let's spend our last reroll and hopefully not regret it. Oh boy. Steel focus is really nice. So here, every bat that is sitting now in a location that has metallurgy proficiency now speeds up ore production tremendously. This is really big. Where is it? It's a new icon here. So we get now 32% faster production globally right now. So this seals the deal. We are going to set up yet another mine back here because, you know, obvious reasons. The other benefit is that the mines are going to gobble up all these extra workers, so we get double benefit. We get faster global speed, and we get our workers involved where we need them. And there is more fertile soil. Ah, nice. A haunted cellar and a destroyed caravan. So we are going to pilfer this thing, obviously. This will get us the food that we require. And this is really a low-cost thing. Just a bit of a penalty on the resolve for a while. This is not heavy. Not heavy at all. So here we have good trees. What's the last one? But we're going to open up this entire place here, which is necessary. A necessary evil. So we're going to put 2 people in here. And now we need to free up a couple of bats. Because mining. Mining, baby, mining. So, I was on summer holidays the last 2 weeks, in case you were wondering why I wasn't around and wasn't posting anything. We were on the Northern Sea, and it was a really, really nice stay. Yeah. Just 2 weeks were over way too quickly. Just when I was getting rid of my feeling homesick issue, I was already having to pack my bags and go, basically. Well, it is what it is, I guess. So we are slow thinking right now. Dang it! I should have done that earlier. Oh well, whatever. The lumber mill will fix many of my problems. But there remains one bigger problem, and that was my lack of stone. But this is going to be fixed by the mine as well, because copper ore does provide, I think, clay from time to time, wasn't it? Yes, yes. So you see, we got all we need in the long run. So the herbalist's camp has run dry. Look at this one, nice. So obviously we're going to require a warehouse here too. All these bricks we don't have. Ah, come on, Varlov. I can't bear it anymore. It is just so much deficiency. But this is what frogs do to you. They have the downside that they don't live in shelters because there's something better. That means they need stone houses. And this is the story. They just eat all your bricks. Luckily for us, we got tons of money. Right. Saves the day. Okay, let's do the trade like that. I would love to buy more things of good old Varlov, but the investment now will kickstart the rest of the economy here accordingly. Because we had just way too many things that were a little bit stuck because of the lack of bricks. Yes. All right, so we're grinding down the impatience a little bit, which is important in all things. So I do have a ways and means to make flour. Skewers are popular, biscuits are popular, porridge is popular. So, yes, please, the cookhouse is way to go. Hell yeah, that one was a really lucky draft. Because, you know, complex food does resolve so many of your problems in the long run. It's outright amazing. So, let's put these on very high priority because I want that farm done before the storm season, the clearance season hits town. Shift left click to increase the priority for all of their kind. Just these little things. I like to comment them because I I was working recently on the idea of what I like to call mentertainment. You know, let's plays that are more focused on letting you know how things work. These little things, you know. Anyways, just brainstorming here. Okay, so we're a little bit down while this is being pilfered, but good things are on the way. I think we will get a little bit sown for this season. So this will be the first season where we get some serious farming done. That's a big advantage. More food stockpiles can use that. So 5 people on that one versus 4 people on that one. So I always like to take the bigger caravan because of obvious reasons. Okay. So that haunted cellar is something that we're going to fiddle around another day. I have so many workers. But I also have a lot of building projects yet again, so that's pretty okay. We will need a service building though, and some extra room. It's so crowded here. So, the trapper's camp is not going to be replaced right now. Shame. Oh well, oh well. The next mine is ready. Great. So yeah, we are now at what? 56% global speed bonus. This is great. Alrighty. So finally, that's what I'm talking about. Lumber mill. Nah, not the foxes. And we can now disable the planks. Stop wasting material in here. Thank you. So that guy isn't needed here anymore. So, well, we didn't achieve too much, but whatever. 20 harmony decorations. Production yield of packs of goods. I'm sold already. Such a good bonus. Okay. Yeah, with all that mining that I got running right now, let's do the big pack. Put 5 amber. Ridiculously low returns. Okay. Still 4 workers left. Oof. I have so many industries, though, chewing through my wood that I am going to go for another woodcutter's camp. The nice caveat about this map is that woodcutters don't increase hostility like they usually would do. The only thing that increases the hostility are the amount of chopped trees. Hey, Treos, hello there. Is that you? I don't know who else it should be. Okay, let's see. I can make building material packs here out of copper ore. That's way to go. got so many quests that require these. I think I'm even going to invest a second worker, and look at that. We are already down at only 2 people being not not busy. I've done it. New Tanny, I dare. Yeah, playing bats. Great fun so far, but they have some quirks, and well, I read some feedback about them, and so far, well, I will go with what I read from other people who meant that they feel a little bit weaker than the other species right now. I agree on that. But I think this is something that will get ironed out between the lines of the near future. It is just something that can happen. But this is something that only is important if you are in the double digits of prestige levels playing. Before that, these weaknesses don't really matter enough to ruin your run or even make it hard in any way. If you know what you're doing in this game, it is just a nice little challenge, I would say. Because I don't think that I'm the best player in this game. Really not. There's people that are way smarter than me and all. And, yeah. Oh, this is why. Dang it. Oof. So this is where all my wood went. Put it to the light post because I forgot to make them. Alright. That explains a lot. So, let's pick that up because I want reputation. So, the packs of building materials will get me to victory, but I wish I could make them someplace more efficient. The forester's hut, on the other hand, allows me to plant metal. This thing's crazy. No, we're going to take another reroll. It's just too many things that we're missing right now. This ain't ideal, but the granary is way to go. Fabric and packs of crops are both excellent goods that I like to have here. Do-de-do. Okay, storm season incoming. I hope that we are going to last. So we successfully pilfered the location down there. Now, off to the provisioner we go, and should really start limiting these. And we do start making flour now. It's limited to 50 pieces for now. And let's see, skewers. Let's populate this place really hardcore. Because I learned one thing, it is so worth it to make processed food or complex food. It is really beyond insane. Plague of Fishmen. Alright, we get a event here. Ooh, the blood flower. So actually, this is one that I enjoy because the rewards are always excellent. So this is one of these events that I see as a blessing in disguise, if you get my if you catch my drift. So wait a sec, we want foxes. We should empty the woodcutter's camp anyways. Alright, the bloodflower does destroy food, so we'll have a hungry storm season, which is sorta annoying. But yeah, there's way worse things to endure. Oh. Yeah, selling away my most important resources. Why not? Why not? So sadly, the bats can't be favored, so we can't help them out at this end. This is, for example, one of the things that was sort of unpopular when I read the reviews about the DLC, which is something that I understand. I also disagree on this decision, in all honesty. Oh, we can finally put up another hearth. So, after I have cleared all this area down there, though... Oh, dang it. Doesn't fit. Okay. Fine. Off to Blinky we go. Yeah, low on food. But this is actually a force alert, because this is, you see, my folks carrying away food to be processed into better food, and this does alert them wrongfully. Okay, so we don't need the makeshift the crude workstation anymore. Nice. Way to go. Now we can make our fabric more professionally. Hey, look at that. I'm all out of workers. Arian, hi there. Welcome. So yeah, temporarily we are now in a little bit of a seemingly bad situation, but it is only seemingly. We got everything we do require. It's fine. So, let's see. Storm's over and nobody did leave town. Nice. This is really, really good. So what do we get? Oh, trade good packs more valuable, but yeah. Expiration contract. I'll take that one because I do have a building that produces these, and here's the fun part. Flour is making trade packs, so so good. We're going to have so much fun on that one. Okay, so let's make the geyser pump automatic, so we also can process this water into porridge. Now we got them all. Good. So the 40 people here on this neighborhood here are exactly enough to get a completely new neighborhood going around Blinky. Let's go for that. I think this whole big thing here looks so much less menacing once you call it Blinky. We're wrong. So, we are going to give Blinky a nice new outlook, and the other folks here are going to get to chunk the meaty trees. So these here have way more charges on themselves than the other ones, and since you have hostility gained per tree chopped, you want the chunky ones ideally, but here I want to free up the area around Blinky a little bit, and we are going to open here the first miracle, the beacon tower. You can ask for help here, and you know, it would be just a waste if I didn't call it in. Biscuits! We're not going to sell first biscuits, that would be foolish. Okay, so what's in the haunted cellar for us? We can make wine, pickled goods, and provision packs. I am honestly going to opt out of that. I don't need it that badly. Newcomers in 2 minutes. Okay. Alright, let's just wait until the building pack machinery here is done. The kiln could start allowing the jerky too. Oh no, we don't. Definitely not. Shoo shoo, off you go. Thing here is simple. Nobody in my city is preferring jerky as a food type, so it's totally a waste. Feel free to, poet. I think I have done really a lot of information material for this game. I hope it helps. I love this game. It's just one of my all-time favorites. I don't know. To me, Against the Storm is just the perfect synergy between roguelike experience and city builder simulation. It's just amazing. Okay. We can get yet another mine back there going. This is what what bats excel at. That's why I like them. Because metal usually is not that much of an easy to get material, if you get my idea. One more package to go. Tell you what, you're allowed to take the fabric here. I just want to have the job done, you know. You know what? We can now sell the biscuits. We should sell the biscuits, because we're getting stronger the more stuff we sell. We reduce the hostility of the forest for that. So, I want parts. Usually I take the place where there's more... I need the stuff for the quest. I usually take the place where there's more villagers to get from, but today... an exemption from this rule. Okay. Hey, Thor. What up? I'm going to keep the ancient tablet. I feel like we could use it later. So, our man Thor. What are we going to buy here? I would love to have me some of these advanced materials, because I know from experience that these can be so handy. I would love to have one more. Oh, have luxury goods. Perfect. So let's take training gear, because that doubles down. Let's take coal. We're making coal here a lot. It's Coal Town, basically. And I have running here protected trade, so we have hostility reduction whenever we trade a lot. And I have silent looting, which means I get hostility reduction whenever we open caches. So I figured that we might just have some fun with that one, but maybe not right now. Okay. Heart of Amber acquired. So this is where things get a lot more difficult. Reputation via events or reputation via resolve. Okay, well, we're gonna get there. Jan Anton, hi there. Long time no see. So... this is all quite bad. But faster scout work is always worth it. My opinion, at least. So, there. So, do require a frog abode back at Blinky's. Alrighty. But if I am not mistaken, the worst of this run, in case of disorganization, should be right now behind us. Like, we are now at a very, very low hostility level because of all the things that we have running, and now we can easily just fulfill the quests. So let's see. standing 2 on all these cities. That's a pretty tall order. Let's see what we can do. I think we should definitely work on that. So let's start selling away some of the resources there. Just to grind some standing, you know. Difficult part is we do need level 2 with 3 settlements, so we have a lot of work to do here. Let's see what'll happen first. So, at this place, we are going to get us now enough citizens to get this city vibing harder. And then we are going to upgrade it even further. 2, 3, 4. Forgive me, it's not looking nice, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need housing. There we go. Got another point of impatience down. We need to stay on pace with these. They eventually kill us if we are not careful. Okay, oil. This is pretty decent. Crystallized dew, flour, bricks, pottery. So, crystallized dew. It's definitely interesting for us as a ways and means of creating these. On the other hand, we can make paste and oil. I don't have any of the mass producers of oil, so that one is out. Let's go for the alchemist's hut. Yeah. I like the idea of that. Look at that! The city is vibing. It's just what we need. And we keep on selling. This is also very, very good. So, needful brawling. Yeah, trade goods. I'm gonna have a lot of these eventually. Building materials and crop packs. We can do that as well. So we got parts and tools for this one. This is nice. There we go. I want to dismantle them. Not for the loot, but for the rewards. Mainly because this means that we're going to get money, which we can reinvest into hostility reduction, which is amazing. Yeah, it's a seal map, Jen Anton. Yeah. Hey Renato, I love to hear that. Amazing Cultivation Simulator is a game that keeps boomeranging back to me again and again. You guys really love this game. I feel sadly a little bit finished with it, but it was sure a fun journey, and I really am happily of help. Yes. Okay, so we cleansed the area around Blinky sufficiently, in my opinion. Let's see. Expansion is key. So I think it would be a little bit headlong to rush into this one here, but yeah, let's do it like this. This is a juicy strip after all, so we go for a slowpoke hostility increase on this end, while at the same time maintaining our pace. So, I got, again, building materials on the quest table. No. Okay, step 1, disable the packs of crops, for Christ's sake. Step 2, do we have any better location to make these? No. Dang. I was afraid that this would be the answer. Too bad. So let's shove these froggos into the kiln so they can do the coal business again. And the alchemist's hut, well, let's see. Probably want one of these fancy rain catchers. So we get a little bit more of a variety of waters. I still got these, so this increases the pumping capacity, so we can't keep going. All right. So storm season is almost upon us, so I don't think that I do need to go for any big leaps right now. We are mining like crazy. This should pay off rather sooner than later with a big variety of materials that we got available. I mean, we got salt, we got copper, we got clay. Here's another mine. Wow. So, we got something out of this. Hell yeah. Oh, the tip. Yeah. No further questions asked. The temple is one of these really huge power tools that you can use to get the hostility down, because you just sacrifice fuel and you get a hostility reduction directly, which is... So, Plague of Rats. We have this upon us. Dang it. Don't I have a building that can make crystallized dew for me? So let's use the other waters for that. And put a limit on this. Yeah, I think we're good to go for the Mortal Blood resolve here, because we do have a pretty happy city here altogether. And we don't really will stop here. Due to the fact that I got a kiln running, I am able to make coal in absurd proportions. This is what we're going to do. Yeah, and fox houses, because I can. Alright, so we will have our first service building here. So we're going to need the rest of the decorations to make it a big area here. So parks, more fences. Don't feel offended by the fences. There we go. Everybody not from Germany, Jan Anton. Looking for the Lear button. Okay, so, well, good. Plague of Rats is no longer upon us. What do we have here? Woodpecker technique. Yeah, why not? I do not unemploy my woodcutters during storm here anyway, so that's actually a pretty good call. Yeah, so foxes and bats keep vibing hard, so we don't need to interrupt their party, don't we? There we go. Impatience is also at a very, very nice and low level. Doing well. Doing really, really well. I was a tad bit worried initially about this run. You know, sometimes this game has a way to screw you over in a really, really nasty way, but I think we are past the worst road bumps now. Market. That is a really, really lousy one too. Packs of building materials. I'm sold. The clothier it is. This does resolve so many issues. Yeah, did I have my granary again? There. They already are on the job. Good, good. Alright, currently I don't employ them here because I don't have any of the materials, which does remind me, incense. Oh boy, oh boy. Would you look at that? We're so rich. Seriously, we are. Alrighty. Now all I'm lacking is a little bit of population. Hell yeah. Whatever. Let's sell it away. Too helpful to not to. Okay. So, when will the next trader arrive? Oh, this year. Perfect. I find it amusing that this press leer to blah thing is such a resilient little oversight of theirs. That hasn't been fixed since ever, you see. That's what's really amusing me a lot. So, let's put some more people into the granary. Obviously, this is not enough. So, we do need 30 packs of crops. Wow. It's a pretty high amount. So, finally. Yeah. Today I'm taking the smaller packages way more often than I usually do. But this is because I do want their rewards way too badly. Okay, so we don't need that camp anymore. But I think it is a very, very good time to put another bunch of woodcutters into business there. Remove these guys and move operations up here. We need more reputation points, you see. Okay. Nice. So, the only thing that's bothering me is that we're already 6 years in, and I feel as if we're not making the kind of progress that I want to make. But, whatever. You see, whatever. So, back at the provisioner, we are grinding down way more things than we want to, and mine has no available ore. Ah, goodbye. It was so much fun with you. Here's the next one. There we go. So, selling flour? Why not? Selling copper ore? Why not? Selling training gear? Why not? Okay, this is just the same text order. Oh, well. So we got the situation currently quite well under control, in all honesty. Ah, stupid me. Didn't allow the incense. Duh. Anyways, so let's see. Carpenter, not too interested on all honesty. Gain bricks for pottery. Hey man, Farleth. Let's buy his tools though. We top off the trade with some of that. Oof. Hey, Arena Sky. Clanfolk, really great game. It is chill. It is well made. It is Scottish if you have something going on for that. What was it called again? Medieval. Give me a sec. Names. Be right there in a sec. Oh. I forgot how it was called. It was a medieval colony sim. Sorry, sudden brain fart. Yeah, and RimWorld, obviously, that has been named. I really have forgotten how the medieval one was called, and my game list is so flippin' huge. Forgive me. Going medieval, thank you. It was on the top of my mind, but not quite. Hey, all right, thanks. You guys are great. There we go. So protected trade has ground down the amount of hostility even more. It's crazy. It's just crazy what this does. Okay. What am I doing here? Doing it right. So we're doing the last couple of upgrades here, and it doesn't count. Dang it. Aw. Okay. So we are going to need another service building to seal the deal. Shoot. 2 more resolve points necessary from luxury. This should be doable eventually. Especially now that the incense is rolling. And we pretty much can make an indefinite amount of that stuff. We are farming the ingredients, you see. Okay. What up here? Copper veins, clay nodes, and another geyser. The geyser is not really interesting to me. Don't tell me we're out of pots. No, we're not. There goes the next storm season. Yeah, going medieval is great, and I haven't been playing it since a long, long time. But it was really a fun one when I tried it out back when, and I had literally no doubts that this game will become great. Plague of the Dark Forest. Hostility is increased. Oh well. Since we haven't explored too much yet, this doesn't bite us too hard. Lucky us in a way. Let's trade. Let's see what'll happen first: the standing level or the mortal blood thing. Okay. Sort of fast forwarding now a little bit because we are not doing too much here. Oh, except for doing some work here at the clothiers. So the makeshift post is no longer necessary. We got the crop packs here and the other stuff there. We can now make things happen down here. So how many of them will we make? 25. There's tea, there's wine, but we don't need either of these. Okay. So yeah, the next chapter of Vibing Hard begins. Friendly relations. Yes, please. Oh boy. This is good. All the blue numbers. We're winning hard. This is what the blue numbers are meaning, you know. But let's not get too comfortable. Might be just falling back. If I get too sassy. But I gotta say, the stability of this colony is pretty massive. There we go. There is a rain spirit totem. Even more hostility decrees. Yes, please. We don't have any of the necessary materials to calm them down. That doesn't matter at all. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's a pretty nice bounty here that we got from this whole place there. So let's send these back to the Citadel. So silent looting can proc one more time. Sell a few biscuits, hopefully not regret that. Ah, yeah, this is great. Yeah, gaining a nice amount of hostility reducers on a seal map is such a game changer. I mean, hostility reducers are always really big, but in this environment, they're so meaningful. Okay, newcomers. Today I want the big package. Thank you. So, we are here fully locked and loaded already. Wow. Well, no room for another hearth. Too bad. Real estate back at Blinkies is getting also harder and harder to come by. So, there we go. Sadly, I don't have any bat houses as of yet. Okay. Too bad that these reputation gains don't make you win the game anymore. Pie. Good for frogs. Yeah, the herb garden will be next season. definitely gonna avoid selling things that I can't reproduce myself. Harvester camp. Mining upgrade. Go 99 planks. I think I derped on the restrictions there. Yes, I did. So, at the temple. Let's use the dye, if we get any. Alright, Mortal Blood has finally kicked in. So, 80 amber. Well, look at that. Queen's feathers. Instantaneously fulfilled, basically. Yeah, let's take this relatively useless one. Okay. Good thing that we're stockpiling so much on incense right now. Always good for something, isn't it? Yeah, so Royal Impatience is at an all-time low. We're winning quite harder right now, so I'm going to go for fast speed right now. I have so many workers not working anywhere, which is usually something I optimize away. But right now, I got that feeling. We need stupidly high resolve. Okay, that's an easy one. Spices. Oh, that came too late. We would have had such an insanely good time with that one. Anyways, so next year we're going to win the game. Easy. Nice. By just stockpiling resource like crazy. So, faster movement. No. Oh, well, fabric production might be quite useful, actually. So, incense, scrolls. I'm afraid that's as good as it gets. But the rest is actually going to be quite easy. So let's do a short break of these. This will make them unhappy a little bit for a short amount of time. It's a little bit weird to sell copper like that, but since we're not processing it into anything useful, I'm using it just as trading token here. Let's buy this stuff. I know I just sold exactly the same stuff, but don't you dare judging me here right now. There we go. Just wanted to sell enough to the point where we are flippin' super happy. Yeah, but I need to wait until next year. Then we're going to pop all the consumables, and yeah. Mod God, hey there. My vampire guides for RimWorld. That's been a pretty long time. Happy to hear that they are still helpful. Ooh, Plague of Locusts. 6 random gathering nodes destroyed. Nutty. Okay, we just let it run through here right now. We do release the limit on this one. Now we finally win this map. Ugh. Taken way longer than I liked it. I mean, at this time of the game, sitting on this low hostility is alone reason to think that you are on a good way of winning, right? Okay, so now we go. Let's see if we can't pull. Oh, that's so sad. I haven't gotten any great service buildings this run. It's really making me super sad here. Oh well, whatever. No service, man. No service. Crazy. But now we can go for the other fun way of winning here. So let's see. The bats are at the right resolve. Wow, this is even harder than I thought. Let's see what we can do here. I really thought that this would be easier. Hostility reduction there in a can. But obviously, we are not happy enough yet. Dang it. Okay. This is sorta depressing. Anyways, so how to fix that though? I mean, we could do the forbidden glade thingies. Let's see. Nope. There's also no solution for this issue here. So here's one forbidden glade, and the other forbidden glade is back there. Tell you what, I don't see any other solution to the issue rather than just going for this. I mean, I am positive that we have the resources to just tackle that. You know? Both of the events, I mean. And therefore... in all honesty, a little bit, I hate these seal maps for this lengthiness, if you get the idea. I feel like I have already won. The game is just stubborn and doesn't want to accept it. So we're not going to take more people right now. In all honesty, they are more trouble than they are worth right now. We could bring up another hearth, though. Ah, yeah, that's a great idea. But for that, we need to chop up more area. Okay. Because currently I have all the workers that I need. If anything, my situation will grow more unstable if I pick up more people right now. There we go. So, destroyed cage of the war beast. Paying for a funeral. Easiest of my solutions here. We got tons of materials to do the job. Wonderful. Yeah, the bats are super vibing, aren't they? Alright. Let's carry some incense to the Dark Gate, perform a ritual, and finally off we go. Shoosh. Wow, that's been a really, really terribly long run. I will remember this the next time, but this is a great way of making things go away faster. As soon as the folks are on the node, I'm going to sacrifice some sea marrow to make things go away a little bit quicker. 20 cysts in a year. What do these things, these guys think that I do at the end of a game? Yeah, well, be soon done with that one. Yeah, that minus global resolve doesn't really bother me at all. Okay, maybe not the most elegant way of winning the game this time, but it's certainly effective. I mean, the risk was basically non-existent, and year 8, it isn't as slow as I was afraid it'd be. There we go. Take that, Blinky. Very, very satisfying. Oh, it was the silver seal. Oopsie doopsie. I didn't feel too much of a difficulty difference, but whatever. Okay. Let's see. We are going to get back a little bit of resources here. And another cycle is won. I like this. I really do. So, here we go. Gold seal, eh? So. My armor starts to look fancy. Thank you, poet. Okay. So, I got nice amounts of rations available. And the commons, I wanted to have these so badly. Then, where is the bat housing? Can we even get bat housing yet? As a fundamental. Turns out, no. Okay. So... all the good stuff is way too far away, but I can't take that one. So unlocking extra people to trade with right off the get-go is for me very, very interesting because I am an addict to trade routes. Clicking on home and trying to get onto the map, because clicking home is basically, you know... Yeah. Let's see the housing. It's actually a smart question that you're asking there. I have all the other housing areas here, yeah. It's here at level 14. I was afraid that my level was just not sufficient, and I was right. Okay, so we need to go either there or there. Ominous presence. Every time a villager dies or leaves, hostility decreases by 15 points. Huh. That's useful. So, I don't feel like Rocky Ravine. Wow. Rocky Ravine gives so many more rewards, though. Look at that. I don't quite get it. Ah, because Untamed Wilds is there too. Every dangerous and forbidden glade contains 2 threats instead of 1. Ooh, gay. That is, that's a biggie. That's why we get 2 rewards there. Well, I feel like going for a Scarlet Orchard run. I like that biome so much. So, Prezi 4. Blueprint rerolls cost more. So with more threats, well, do I feel comfortable with this decision? Yeah, it should be fine. So here we have 7, here we have 8 people. I take the bigger package as per usual. So, royal permits. I love the rewards, just so good. And we pick up the stone yet again. Okay. So, the travel time of trade routes in Storm is bad. No impatience reduction when we gain reputation. That's important. Destroying yield. Destroying yield. Okay. No dead people. It's always such a relief when we don't have anything killing our folks. Okay. So, usually, my typical approach is to chop open a dangerous glade right off the bat and take my chances with that. In this scenario, I won't. It's just foolish to do so. I am pretty sure that I will screw myself over if I do just open them up. Let's see what happens. 1 threat at the same time, that's okay. I think that's not much of a biggie, even early on. But 2 of them, if things go bad, can really keel me over. I don't want that. Humans, harpies, and foxes, yep. I tried to get to Cosmo tier, but I felt like the game lacked too much quality of life on some ends. I was really bothered by little decisions that the game did, like killing my crew when I didn't get it back into my ship because there was no user interface tooltip. The game itself is good, but the user interface really ticked me off. I can't sugarcoat it. I would like to, but I can't. Okay, Lost in the Wilds versus trade logs. Is that even a question? So, houses for the first people here. And let's see what we got here. Trade routes. It's a really good package of rewards. Crystallized dew. Nah, let's take that one. It's much easier to accomplish. Acquire blight rot cysts. Okay. So let's get our workshops down. What do we have here? A geyser, 1 copper vein. Stingy. But at least some collector camps that we can't work with. Welcome back, poet. So let's see. I got this here. Yeah. It is at least food generation. It's not a big thing, but it'll get us somewhere in the long run. Ooh, double threat of these also sounds quite spooky. But year 1, we're going to take things easy. Got 1 worker left. Let's put them on the harvester's camp. So let's reduce the area there. Okay. Yeah, Mod God. Stardeus is a really good example of what I was talking before. Yeah, I full on agree with you. Oh, look, Herbalist's camp. Definitely will pick that one up. I really hope that Stardeus will get eventually to a point where it becomes more digestible. But, yeah. I don't know, man. Paradox Arc games are such a hit or miss thing. Sometimes they are pretty good, sometimes they're like Across the Obelisk. Technically not bad, but practically just lacking the certain something. And then to add insult to injury, they have the tendency to be stupidly costly and overcomplex, because somebody at the PDX department seems to think that us gamers expect that from PDX games. I got no clue how they operate, but you surely get my idea. Anyways, so here we go. There's the threat that we. So hostility increased by wildfire essences. We can burn it down though, and the Forsaken Crypt. Well, we can tear it down, or we can party hard with the spirits. I think tearing it down would be the more sensible choice. So, let's see. This looks pretty decent. I will bring up the buildings as soon as I found them. I want a trading post, because that will hopefully get us into the position to buy the stuff that we require. And the other thing I wanted to do was a crude workstation, because we obviously do require some planks. Let's see, can we get ourselves a useful building here? Small farm or plantation are up. Okay. What do we yield here? We get a decent amount of that and that and that. So I will put my point here, and there's the building for the planks. So here goes. Since we do require a relatively high amount of these items, I want to go for an efficient converter right off the bat. Let's see, how bad are things if we increase the hostility level by 1? Hobby resolve goes down into unmanageable areas. I expected that. I would have liked to start this one here already, but yeah, it doesn't come together yet. That's okay. So, here goes the plantation. The farm field. And the small warehouse. What do we have here, actually? A grill. So, copper bars, skewers, and paste. Sorry, Jeanette. Yeah, PDX is Paradox. And Paradox Arc is their indie arc, so to speak, because normal Paradox seems to be mainstream by now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Paradox Arc really let me down quite regularly. That's why you hear me talking so cynically here. Alrighty. Come on, give me farm. Newcomers. I will accept them after the storm. Right now, I'm too afraid of gimping myself too hard by accepting new folks into the city. Because there's no half measures with these. You take either all of them or none of them. Right. But I totally wanted to get that farming going. We are going to plant berries for the first period, because I really like to go for food income burst. It's just what it is. Make market shift plan. No, thanks. Economic migration. No, thanks. Smuggler's visit. No, thanks. Without restriction. Yes, please. This is such a powerful one. One of each kind, please. So, there we go. Gotta be humans, you see. Best farmers out there. Let's do it like that. Okay, so let's get this party started. We're going to tear down this place. Low on fuel. Oh yeah. Obviously, if we don't have woodcutters, we're running out of fuel quite quickly, aren't we? I don't know what the supplier does. Zorg, my man. Not the one that I wanted to see. Zorg doesn't have any materials that help us to resolve our current crisis at hand. Because we can't finish... Oh, we can't finish it with fabric. Never mind. Zorg, more fabric. Now. Thank you, man. You the best. Zorg, Zorg. Yeah, brilliant. That is really good news, because that means we're now done with these problems. So, -6 to global resolve for every 10 amber. Being broke has its advantages. There we go. The double event here is really fun. It's a very, very fun mechanic, not gonna lie. Okay, so we can now tone down on the supplier. Yeah, the Odyssey DLC for RimWorld is great, isn't it? I feel like it's one of the best things that happened to the game since a pretty long time. They really outdone themselves with that. I still hate how combat in RimWorld works, but that's just me being a silly buffoon, not able to adapt into the gameplay, because it's just not my cup of tea. But the rest of the game is amazing. Okay. So, my good friends, this is as far as my concentration for tonight works. So, thanks a lot for the good time, y'all. We're going to be returning along the week. I will be streaming as much as I can and featuring new things. And yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, feel free to leave a tip or whatever. Every little gesture helps a ton. Many thanks to all of you who did support me in one way or another. And yeah, I will be back next week with new games. There's a couple of things that I will be featuring. And now that the holidays are over, my plan was to feature a little bit more the small indie game devs that gift me games all day. Great, thanks. We'll be back next week. And yeah, have a nice start into the week, you all.